Good evening, this is Nerdist a Human, and welcome to this AI-only Battle Royale in Rome Total War. And this time we have a cavalry-only affair with the mercenary units taking each other on. Today our budget is actually down to 4,000 as the sheer number of units was getting a little bit ridiculous, and I did want to have lunch at some point today. So I've picked out some units to best fill out this smaller amount of money. Now today of course we are going to only use mercenary units, and so we are not going to have any rule about the amount of missile units. That probably puts these Bedouin archers in a ridiculously strong position, seeing as they are both cavalry who scare other cav, and they also have missiles, so we'll see how they do. That's why I picked them. Hopefully we'll have no crashes with the human faction actually dying, but nothing else. If nothing else, we'll at least last until later in the battle. As for the Britons, they're going to bring the barbarian cavalry mercenaries along. That should be a rout fest, although we've seen these kind of units win the day before with sheer numbers. Parthia are going to bring along the Bedouin warriors. Again, they should be quite strong as camels, you would think. Anyway, Armenia bringing along the Arab cavalry, a decent enough unit. But again, are they going to be able to keep fighting? Now we've got the heavy hitters here, but again we've seen the strong units with smaller numbers fail to really pull it off so far. So yes, the Scythians with their Sarmatian mercenaries should be the best unit, but I don't think they'll probably win. The Scythian mercenary horse archers, these guys, okay, they're obviously the camels as well, but these guys should be in a pretty strong position. And finally, Carthage are going to bring along the Numidian mercenaries, which are a pretty decent unit, it should be said, but will they have enough to pull off the victory against all the archers? I'm not so sure. We're not bringing in elephants, as I've said. It's a little bit much for a cavalry-only affair, but we'll see who can make it out on top of the grassy flatlands map today. As ever, we're on medium difficulty, no buffs or debuffs for the units. So let's get into battle and see how the AI fares.
The afterlife will have many new souls by nightfall. Make sure that yours isn't among them, and all will be well. Battle now awaits us! Those are our enemies, the Britons. Brave? Yes. Foolish? Certainly. Soon to be dead? That, men, is up to you. They are not alone. The Carthaginians are close at hand, and they should never be ignored in battle. They have been brought to the battlefield by muling infants instead of leaders. If you only count numbers, then things look black. But even if victory seems far away, they will know that they have been in a fight. We will hurt them. The enemy deserve no better than to be shot down. Let us do this and conserve our strength. The seer can offer no guidance for this day. So we must grasp our own fates and make what we will of them with an iron purpose. Now, set your minds on the task to come. Strike hard. Strike without mercy.
In we go to battle then, and immediately, yes, the speech mentioned the Carthaginians and the Britons. Indeed, they are the two factions next to us. Parthia and Armenia getting very close indeed. Just to remind you, these are barbarian cav, probably a good unit to be picking off. Maybe just don't gallop in, maybe listen to what you half said in the speech, which is shoot them from a distance. Conserve your strength, my friends. Yeah, they're not even showing their shield side right now. That's absolutely brilliant. This is like the perfect one for us to face, apart from this dude going off to face them. Maybe one of them, to keep them distant, would be sensible. Not sure that's going to work out too well. As for the rest of these camels, are we going to get involved with the Britons? Might do. I mean, sending these missiles is going to do an awful lot of damage if we continue with that. Carthage getting stuck with horse archers. Well done. That's the Numidians, by the way, taking on the horse archer mercs. And that is, well, they should catch them. They're winning hand-to-hand if you actually bother to fight them, sir. So let's see that one in. What are you doing? Are they busy on skirmish mode themselves? So the general went headfirst into that old affair, so that's an odd one there. Okay, you'd think Carthage would be fine, but they've been battered a fair bit in the little chase there, so probably not going to end too well for them. They've done the job indeed, yeah. Superior hand-to-hand combat then winning for those guys. As for the Britons, yeah, unfortunately, getting a bit stuck here and pinned from a few different angles. You don't want to let them charge you, lads. You want to be getting out of there. You're not as quick. So at the very least, you need to... Yeah, there we are. Okay, enemy general flees. Which one is that? That's the Briton, who's now dead. Okay, good work. They're getting hit by Parthia as well. That's double camel sandwich for the Britons. And no one wants that. I mean, I've never really had camel, so maybe a camel sandwich would be good. This is the kind of camel sandwich where the bread is made of camel and the middle is made of barbarian cavalry. So, yeah, not sure. Not sure. You tell me in the comments down below. As for the rest of this nonsense, well, I would suggest, guys, maybe just pull out, chase them down or something, get away from the battlefield. Actually, they could kill off the Romans, the Britons, right now if they're sensible about this. But this could be chaotic. As for the rest of the battle, let's have a little look-see. We have, Arab Cav taking on... that's the only Arab Cav I can see right now. There's the Parthians, it's the camels, that's right. Yeah, so Arab versus Bedouin. Interesting battle for the ages there. And galloping horses, it's a galloping horse. Arab Cav are half decent, to be fair. Oh dear. He's fleeing from the enemy. The camels are charging our camels, and we've lost way too much strength already. Maybe to get out of there. They've turned off Why have you turned off skirmish mode? Why would you do that, sir? Okay, it looks like it's going to be the end for my lads. Can the general stop running through them? I'm worried if my general dies that the battle's going to implode. This is actually the third time I've started this battle. They've so far ended very, very quickly, actually, so I haven't bothered to show you, but yes, we have pretty much had our general killed straight away the last two times, and that's kind of ended the battle. So I'm hoping the general just runs away and dies quietly, though he's currently still alive. Right, Scythian horse archers are going to be near impossible to catch if all the other skirmishing guys like Carthage are already dead. But, yeah, summations, yeah, they managed to pick them. No, they just caught one. That's the general, though. Oh, that could have been absolutely horrendous for them. But they're just not quite fast enough to catch them. Summations are very powerful, but are they going to be enough? Well, they're certainly enough to clear off the Arab Cav. And that's pretty much the enemy general gone. That's Parthia, that's the camels gone. Looks like Parthia and Armenia are falling apart. And at this point, what is left is Scythians versus Scythians, pretty much. There's some others still around, such as, yeah, my camels hanging out at the rear, Arab Cav coming on in to deal with them, as well as the Numidians still chasing us down. Interesting. Maybe just let them. Maybe just let them. Now, one of the common things we've been seeing is terrible units like Greek Cav ended up winning because sheer numbers and routing so early that they managed to come back at the end of the battle and pick people off with some flanking manoeuvres, which might well be the case yet for the Britons, so we'll see. Maybe they can hold in to this. It just depends really how much damage is done to these nations and how many horse archers still remain. I mean, are these units strong? You're not. You're full unit. These are surrounded. They're going to get slaughtered. This unit looks like it's been picked off by, yeah, Numidians. Numidians are the perfect unit to catch these guys. Unfortunately for them, the AI skirmishing will allow them to stand within javelin distance. Oh, they broke. In comes some reinforcements, but their general's fleeing right next to them. And that probably is going to be too much for those Carthaginians to bear. Down goes another general. He was in green, so I can't tell which faction he was. Oh, in goddamn green. Okay. Get yourselves back onto auto, you two. We're still just about living here, but the Numidians are chasing us down. It certainly looks like it's between Dacia and Scythia, but I've said that kind of thing pretty much every time, and every time I've been wrong. I think we've officially just seen the end of the Britons there. They are gone. Someone else is entirely in flight, and I think it might be Carthage. Yes, I think that's Carthage entirely gone, Britons entirely gone. Parthia, don't see any more of them actually on the battlefield either. They seem to all be routing too. So, yeah, at this point, it's down to what remains of us. A little bit of Armenia actually still going. Yeah, some of our Arab Cav just jostling around the place. And then we have the main two. Scythia, by the way, not looking so hot at this point. I say the main two. Oh no, they're actually... No, it just looked like not a lot because they're actually standing together. That's going to be pretty darn menacing. Assuming they have enough to still take on the horse archers. Depending on how many are actually left, because I don't see many left on the field. Oh, Dacia, you might actually be in trouble. You might have used up too much of your strength. In general then, we've just seen, yeah, what remains of Carthage being chased down. The Arab Cav are chasing down these Scythian archers. And, oh, it's going to be a big melee here at the end. And you'd think, yeah, the Arab Cav have got it. The Armenian Arabs, which is a strange sentence to say, the Armenian Arabs have indeed cleared them off. Now, our Bedouins are running off into the distance here quite sensibly. Looks like the Scythians and the Dacians are, well, Dacia would be very sensible not to get involved. But it seems like, yeah, they very much are. We've lost the banners at this stage, which is very confusing when it's all in green. But we'll just have to deal with it. We can tell units apart. So, yeah, we have Scythians and the Dacians in the middle, and they are just surrounded. I mean, there are more Dacians. Why did you stop? You had them. That would have been a glorious victory right there. Still a chance for the Arab Cav of Armenia. Still a chance for our camels here. But you've got to say, it's Scythians to lose at this point. Yeah, they've managed to catch them. If this unit can just take them out right now, that will be the horse archers out of this. That might have sounded horrible on the microphone, I'm not sure, but that intake of breath was truly life or death for Dacia. These guys need to continue chasing them down and see if they get them pinned in the corner. Unfortunately for me, this is dragging Scythia slowly closer to my corner of the map. Not that I am technically cheering myself on or anything, by the way. But, oh, that's a break there, and I think enemy general flees. Scythian general flees, because Dacia still had some units left. Oh, slaughtered on the border. That is excellent stuff. Scythia have not managed to take out Dacia there. Oh, no, they took them. How did they start routing in the middle? Maybe I just missed that. Anyway, Scythia now coming for us. And Armenia, didn't know they had another unit back here. Still a few more Arab Cav. They could do something sneaky yet. Where are they all headed at this point then? Well, Scythia heading towards the rebels. The Dacians are heading towards the Scythians. And the Armenians are heading towards the Armenians, apart from the other Armenians who are just heading towards nowhere. So money's on Armenia because they're the ones who seemingly want to run away from the battle. And that probably does them pretty well. I've been impressed that Arab Cav have done a decent job. In a way, they're probably in a very disadvantageous position in being, yeah, non-camel and non-missile. But they're a decent unit and probably the best hand-to-hand in a... Well, I mean, the summations are obviously absolutely brutal in a charge. But the Arab Cav are actually, you know, designed to fight other cavalry in many ways. That's kind of their job, to hack them down. So, alright, they're still doing a decent job, and at the moment it looks like they're going to be in the final battle, because whatever else happens now, yeah, it looks like these three lot are going to take each other down. And it should be noted, by the way, that this is not skirmish mode for both units here. The general is standing around waiting to die. No, he's activated it now, right on the borderlands. That could be interesting. I don't think there's enough missiles left, though, to do enough damage to 37 Sarmatian mercs. Those are brutal. And they're actually getting a bit of an angle in for, yeah, a pinning manoeuvre here. Oh, no, they've broken them. You've got to turn this around quickly, sir. Shaken and exhausted. Ooh, smelly camels to the rescue again. Are they going to manage to do this? They've lost quite a few. They're pulling out. Why are you pulling out? They should be charging. That is the Scythians gone. Yeah, kind of ridiculous, but they didn't charge, and that means that the camels and the arrows have done a good bit of work there. Scythian mercs should struggle, actually, to take up this many camels, as long as we have the missiles left. I think the Arab Cav might end up picking this off, but we'll see. Still anyone's bet. You must say, though, with two different units and with the smelly attack, yeah, this should be all for the camels at this stage. They've shot down a few of them. They've got the numbers and they've got the camel smell. You'd think that would be enough. Armenia, Arab Cav just taking the opportunity to snipe off these guys, maybe grab a little bit of experience as they go. Hacky. All very nice chop there. Lasagna for dinner tonight on this here battlefield, that's for sure. Okay, that's one of the factions down. Who will be next? Scythia are sneaking up on the camels, but I think they've only just realised that the camels also have arrows, and that is, well, it's whittling both down, which is pretty good news for Armenia, well, definitely good news for Armenia, but how is this going to work out? I don't think that Dacia really have any answer to the camels. They do have an answer to the Arab Cav, though. They're definitely best off, well, everyone's best off staying out of it, aren't they? But these guys are probably best off shooting some of these down and letting them all murder each other they have a chance to pick people off at the end afterwards, but I think Dacia are the rank outsiders, which probably makes them the favourites because that's pretty much what wins you the battle. They just gain experience at a very nice moment, it should be said. And are we on skirmish? We are both on skirmish, but we're also in a corner. Here come the Arab cav charges, and here they stop because the AI keeps being pretty indecisive about it, and now they split up. That's a terrible decision, but they might just hit these camels in the rear, and they're definitely going to be quick enough to catch them. Definitely not right now. How's this going to go? Is the general units that would pretty much do the job? Oh, hack, and down go the camels. And there goes the other guys. I don't care about him dying, sir. I care about these guys also going, and my army is officially gone. At this point, it's 15 Scythian mercenaries against 15. Oh, yeah. 33 Arab cav. That should be a simple enough victory, but they've got to catch them first. And there we are. They're routed. They are indeed routed. He says, who's routing? Do we even know? You can't always tell, actually, at the end. We had this problem before. I would say that these Scythians routed, but who can even say? Oh no, it was on super speed as well, wasn't it? Oh dear, we might have to get the referee in for this one. I think it's fair to say that the Armenians have won because these Arab cav at the rear were still facing the direction of those Dacian Scythian horse archers. So they were facing that direction. They weren't running away. They had no reason to rout. They were completely isolated. And so, yes, I think we can actually call it a victory for them on this here occasion. Dacian's definitely doing an awful lot of damage. I mean, Arab cav, they've just hacked people down beautifully here today. Excellent work for them. And a decent job, to be fair, for the Bedouin archers here. Thank you for joining me on this AA-only affair. That was certainly an intriguing one. We're going to have a lot of these awkward close calls, I would say, but we are now starting to work our way through the factions. We're going to have a bit of a runner-up at fair next time, so we'll see how that goes. Do look out for those videos, and do give me some more suggestions for special lineups in the comments below. You can, of course, support the channel by becoming a member here or on Patreon, by liking and subscribing, and also by getting involved in that there comment section. I hope you will join us for next time, but for now I will leave you. I am Nerds to Human. Thank you, friends, and tally-ho. Let us have a moment for Domino then, a giant of a commander who, frankly, I completely let down. Here! Yes! That was so good! We'll shoot them as they land. Ow! Oh, we're fine! Everything is fine! Panic over! It's only a horde of Vikings, it's not actually a problem.